Okay, so how do you do expedition? All right. So, I mean, it's pretty simple, but it does look complex at first glance. So, firstly, these remnants right here, these are called unearthed remnants, okay? Unearthed. They have prefixes. I think that's basically the prefix of it is what we consider it that are detrimental to you or like the hard thing. The difficulty modifier rather, and then the suffix is the thing that's good for you. So the skulls right here are the runic monsters. These are also, I'm pretty sure these can be runic monsters, but just not rare ones. I could be wrong, but I've been putting as many of the little skulls in there as possible too. But especially you want to get the big ones. Now, these big skulls are definitely the big skulls. I don't know about the little skulls. If I had to guess, I would say they could drop from the little skulls, but it's probably less chance. But the only way you can get a logbook drop is from the big and the little skulls, or definitely the big. We'll figure out on the little skulls, but I don't understand why they would put the little skulls in there if they didn't have a chance to drop a logbook, just a small one, because I see runic monsters that are not rare, and I think that's the small ones. Either way, these poles are runic monsters. All right. So then you've got these 5 explosives down here, and where's the detonator? Here's the detonator. So you have like an explosive range. You can only go so far from the detonator before you need to like place a charge. So you need to start from the detonator and then find any remnants that you can do it however you'd like to do it, but pretty much the best modifier that we have found is the one that increases the logbook chance. However, you don't want to pass up on any big skulls while going for a remnant. So if you have to choose between getting a remnant or getting big skulls, you should choose the big skull. So you want to get as many big skulls as possible if you want logbook drops. Now Scott, he's gotten a mirror from the expedition chests, and he's got a double exile drop from the expedition chest, like just a regular map expedition chest. So do those have potential to drop good stuff for you? Sure. But if you want logbooks, you need to go for the runic monsters. What are the chests? The chests are these little markers right here. That's a chest. That's a chest. And I think the bigger, like there's white, yellow, and red in, oh yeah, here's a red one. I would assume these are just, they get better. These red ones are the best ones. So your priority if you want logbooks should be getting runic monsters, getting remnants that can make your runic monsters better and have higher chance to drop logbooks, and then getting chests. And one thing you want to make sure you're doing is watching these prefixes, because as you can see, like monsters hits remove 10% of current energy shield, monsters hits remove 10% of current mana. So here's how the explosives work, okay? So these, when you pop a remnant, the modifiers will explode and follow down the chain, and this remnant will affect the rest of the mobs that get popped, or the rest of the chests, or whatever it was affecting. But you have to hit this one first in order for it to affect the next explosions, if that makes sense. So for me on this one, I want to do the logbook one first. Luckily, I can see how the remnant is actually highlighted green. If I move it off, it's not highlighted green. So you can actually tell that the remnant is in the circle. We can get pretty much all of the runics we want. We get this big skull up here. We get this big skull. We get the remnant. We get both remnants just by chance. And then we get the big skull down there as well. Make sure you're not making these too hard. Some of the prefixes are just flat out immunity to damage. So my build, I can't do immune to chaos damage because that's the only kind of damage I do. So if you do it, an immunity that you can't kill them, you just won't be able to do any damage to them. That's it. So you definitely don't want that. So make sure you're paying attention to the prefixes. And even though even the ones that aren't just full immunities, some of them can be really hard. So be careful with that, especially while you're in a logbook, because in a logbook this works the same way, but it's just on an entire map with all these remnants, all these chests, and all these monsters, and some other stuff too. But yeah, so I'm gonna start with this one. I see there's oh my goodness, there's a lot of skulls out here. So I want to get these 2 skulls as well. Actually, wait, did I get? Yeah, never mind. I got that skull in there. So now and the remnant, I'm gonna go for. Okay, unfortunate. I can't get that. Oh wait, there's a chest right on top of it. Okay, we definitely. Or I mean, there's a skull right on top of the chest, so we definitely want to get that. So it looks like we can't get that furthest one in there, and that's all right. We're just gonna do another charge. Oh, look at that. There's another skull. Can we get it? I think we're missing the chest, but oh well. We got everything else.
I'm never against treasure.
Now we need to get these 2. Awesome. I actually grabbed the 3rd one down at the bottom there. We have 2 charges left. Runic monsters have a chance to drop, 35% chance to drop an additional fractured item. That's nice. If you get a really good fractured mod, that could sell for a lot of money. But, you know, I'm not going to prioritize it over anything else. So I got this skull. Basically, I'm going to be able to get the remnant anyways because of the distance that I can go on the explosive range. So we're going to grab that. Then we're going to bring our last explosive over here. And grab those. So we probably missed out on a couple of skulls overall. I think we missed out on this one. This one. We got that. Now, I think overall this was a pretty good setup. Now, as you practice it... Oh, there's one out here, too, that we missed. You're not going to be able to get them all, especially one like this. They're very spread out. But you just want to get as many as you can. And, yeah, then you hit detonate, and it's going to blow them up. And that's how an expedition works. So, be careful. I've lost lots of XP on expeditions. Especially the black scythe mobs are really strong. They have these like crossbow arbalists, and they're so deadly. It's terrifying. But yeah. Anyways, so that's how you do the regular expeditions. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Those astragales. God damn it, I can't say it. Astragales, right there, are 1 for 1. So if you're looking strictly to make money from expedition, you should probably look into selling your artifacts to other players rather than using the artifacts with the vendors that you can use them with, because a lot of these, not necessarily the broken circle artifacts, but the other artifacts like black scythe artifacts and the sun artifacts are really worth picking up and really worth selling. Yeah. So anyways, you can see we got some fractured stuff. We got multiple artifacts. No logbook, but you know, that's the name of the game. You don't get logbooks very often, so enjoy it when you do get them. Anyways, that's how you do expeditions.